Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Fernando Alonso's future and updates on Max Verstappen. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Alonso, and he's spoken more about his future. Now, as we know, Alonso's contract with Aston Martin is up at the end of 2026, but the team could be in a very good place next year. I mean, while they currently sit 7th in the constructor standings, next year new regulations are coming into play, and Aston Martin have invested a lot into 2026. For example, they've got on board Adrian Newey, who's one of the best F1 designers of all time. They've also invested in a state-of-the-art F1 factory with a brand new wind tunnel that came online earlier this year, and the team have also secured a works Honda engine for 2026. So yeah, Aston Martin could be in a really good place next year, and Alonso looks best placed to benefit from those improvements. I mean, in his 2.5 years with Aston Martin, he has looked to been a clear step ahead of his teammate Lance Stroll, and if Aston Martin are at the front in 2026, I think it's likely that Alonso will be spearheading it. But what happens beyond 2026? As we know, Alonso is performing at a very high level, but he's also not one of the younger drivers on the grid. He's been around F1 for a very long time, and he's currently 44 years old. And as a result, I think it's likely that there's always going to be the question of when Alonso will hit that age-related decline, even if he's performing really well right now. And even though Alonso is performing really well, he's not really a driver you can build a long-term project around, as someone like Max Verstappen or Charles Leclerc. And let's say Max Verstappen wanted to join Aston Martin in 2027, it's very unlikely he would replace Lance Stroll. And given Alonso's contract is up at the end of 2026, I think it would put Alonso at risk. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. That being whether 2026 is Alonso's last in Formula 1 or whether he stays on for another season in 2027. And in an interview on Aston Martin's own website, Alonso said, as quoted by The Race, "I will leave the decision for next year, and also how the team is in that moment and what they need from me. I'm open to helping the team as much as I can. It's not about me now. I don't need to keep racing. I'm just here to help Aston Martin become world champions. Whether that's with me behind the wheel or without me behind the wheel, that's the main purpose of this second chapter of my career. And yeah, I said I thought about it. If things go well, I think it's a very good moment to stop, because as you said, I've been chasing a competitive car and a competitive racing for many years. And if I have that, I think it's a very good way to close my career. Let's say that if we are competitive, there's more chance that I stop. If we're not competitive, it'll be very hard to give up without trying again." But let's move on to Verstappen, and as we know, he dominated the Baku Grand Prix. And his win in Baku has brought him back in to championship contention, with him now 69 points behind championship leader Oscar Piastri. Now, following the Grand Prix, the FIA announced that Verstappen's car was involved in several inspections alongside some other drivers on the F1 grid. Now, prior to the F1 grid, the size of Verstappen's rear wing gurney was checked, and the temperature of the LHS and RHS front and rear tyre was also inspected on the RB21, and Verstappen and the other drivers selected all passed these inspections and were found to be in conformity with the technical regulations. And on top of this, the plank and skid wear was also checked on Verstappen's car, along with the cars of Carlos Sainz, George Russell and Charles Leclerc and Liam Lawson. And all these cars passed these checks as well, and as a result, the final result of the race remains unchanged. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.